The hidden power of a tiger's stripes. At first glance, the tiger appears as a creature of raw power, its muscular frame and piercing eyes exuding dominance over its domain. Yet, beneath this imposing exterior lies an extraordinary adaptation that has played a crucial role in its survival: its striped coat. While many might assume these bold black and yellow markings serve only as a warning to potential threats, they are, in fact, nature's perfect camouflage. In the dense forests and tall grasslands where tigers roam, their stripes allow them to blend seamlessly into their surroundings, rendering them nearly invisible to both prey and predators alike. This remarkable ability transforms the tiger from a mere hunter into a ghost-like figure, capable of moving undetected through its habitat. The effectiveness of a tiger's camouflage is not merely a matter of aesthetics. It is the result of millions of years of evolution fine-tuning their appearance for stealth. Each stripe is uniquely arranged, much like human fingerprints, ensuring that no two tigers have the same pattern. This variation allows individuals to better match the specific light and shadow patterns of their environment. When sunlight filters through thick foliage or dapples across tall grass, the alternating dark and light bands on a tiger's body disrupt its outline, making it difficult for observers to distinguish its form from the surrounding vegetation. This optical illusion grants the tiger a critical advantage when stalking prey, allowing it to close the distance before launching a sudden, decisive attack. Beyond hunting, this natural invisibility also serves as a defense mechanism. Though adult tigers face few natural threats, younger cubs remain vulnerable to larger predators such as leopards or even rival male tigers. A mother tiger relies heavily on her ability to remain unseen while raising her young, using her striped coat to hide within the underbrush and avoid detection. Even during territorial disputes, the element of surprise provided by effective camouflage can determine the outcome of confrontations between competing males. Thus, the tiger's stripes are far more than just a striking feature. They are an essential tool for survival, enabling the species to thrive in diverse and often perilous environments. Nature's masterpiece, the evolution of the tiger's camouflage. The tiger's ability to vanish into its surroundings is no accident of nature. It is the product of millions of years of evolutionary refinement. As apex predators, tigers rely on stealth to secure their place at the top of the food chain, and their striped coats have been honed through natural selection to provide optimal concealment. The origins of this adaptation can be traced back to the earliest ancestors of modern tigers, which likely inhabited dense forests where blending into the shadows was crucial for survival. Over generations, those with coat patterns that allowed them to remain hidden from both prey and potential threats had a distinct advantage, increasing their chances of successful hunts and passing their genes to future generations. This gradual process led to the development of the distinctive striped patterns seen in today's tigers, each tailored to enhance their ability to disappear into their native landscapes. The effectiveness of a tiger's camouflage is deeply tied to its habitat. Tigers primarily dwell in environments where vertical structures, such as trees, tall grasses, and dense shrubbery, create a mosaic of light and shadow. In these settings, the alternating black and orange stripes of a tiger's fur break up its outline, mimicking the irregular patterns of foliage and dappled sunlight. This disruption prevents prey animals from detecting movement until it is too late, giving the tiger a crucial advantage in ambush-style hunting. Unlike open plains predators such as lions, which rely on cooperative group tactics, tigers operate as solitary hunters, necessitating superior stealth capabilities. Their stripes act as a living cloak, allowing them to approach unsuspecting prey without revealing their presence. Moreover, the coloration of a tiger's coat is not arbitrary. It plays a vital role in how effectively it blends into different terrains. In regions with dense jungle coverage, such as the mangrove forests of the Sundarbans, tigers exhibit darker, more pronounced stripes that help them merge with the deep shadows cast by towering trees. Conversely, in areas with lighter vegetation, such as the grasslands of India's Ranthambore National Park, tigers may display slightly paler coats with broader stripes, allowing them to remain inconspicuous among sun-drenched reeds and undergrowth. This adaptability underscores the importance of camouflage in a species that must navigate diverse ecosystems while maintaining its predatory edge. The evolutionary significance of a tiger's stripes extends beyond mere concealment. It is a key factor in the animal's survival strategy. In addition to aiding in hunting, these markings contribute to social interactions and territorial behavior. Male tigers use scent marking and vocalizations to establish dominance over vast territories, but direct confrontations are inevitable. In such instances, the ability to remain unseen provides a strategic advantage, allowing a tiger to assess a rival's movements before deciding whether to engage or retreat. This heightened sense of awareness, facilitated by their natural invisibility, reduces the risk of injury and increases the likelihood of securing resources without unnecessary conflict. Even among the most formidable predators, the tiger's reliance on camouflage sets it apart. While other big cats, such as leopards and cheetahs, employ spotted or mottled coats for concealment, the tiger's unique striping offers a different kind of advantage. Stripes do not merely mimic background textures, they actively confuse the visual perception of prey. Studies have shown that certain animals struggle to discern motion when confronted with high-contrast patterns, making it even harder for them to detect an approaching tiger. This phenomenon, known as the motion dazzle effect, further enhances the tiger's ability to strike undetected. By evolving a coat that not only hides but also distorts movement, tigers have developed one of the most sophisticated forms of natural disguise in the animal kingdom. As scientists continue to study the intricacies of tiger camouflage, new insights emerge about the depth of this evolutionary marvel. Genetic research suggests that variations in stripe patterns are not random, but are influenced by environmental pressures, reinforcing the idea that tigers have adapted their appearance to suit specific habitats. Some subspecies, such as the Siberian tiger, exhibit wider spacing between stripes, potentially aiding in snow-covered landscapes where shadows are less defined. Meanwhile, Sumatran tigers, which inhabit tropical rainforests, possess narrower stripes that align more closely with the intricate patterns of dense foliage. These differences highlight the precision with which natural selection has shaped the tiger's appearance, ensuring that each population remains optimally concealed in its respective ecosystem. Ultimately, the tiger's stripes are more than just an aesthetic trait. They are a testament to the relentless forces of evolution shaping life for survival. Through countless generations, these majestic creatures have refined their ability to become nearly invisible, turning their very existence into a masterclass in deception. Whether prowling through shadowy jungles or silently weaving through golden grasslands, tigers embody the art of stealth, proving that sometimes the greatest strength lies not in brute force, but in the ability to remain unseen. The art of disappearance. How tigers use their stripes in the wild. In the heart of the forest, where shafts of sunlight pierce through the canopy and dance across the undergrowth, a lone tiger moves with silent precision. Its striped coat merges effortlessly with the shifting play of light and shadow, transforming the predator into a phantom-like presence. To the untrained eye, the tiger seems to vanish entirely, leaving behind only the faintest rustle of leaves in its wake. This mastery of concealment is not merely an illusion. It is a finely tuned survival mechanism that allows the tiger to stalk its prey undetected, striking with lethal efficiency when the moment is right. A prime example of this skill unfolds in the dense mangroves of the Sundarbans, a vast delta straddling India and Bangladesh. Here, the Royal Bengal tiger navigates labyrinthine waterways, where tangled roots and thick vegetation create a near-impenetrable maze. The interplay of light filtering through the dense canopy casts fragmented shadows across the landscape, a setting tailor-made for the tiger's striped camouflage. As it creeps along the muddy banks, its coat becomes indistinguishable from the gnarled trunks and tangled vines, allowing it to close in on unsuspecting prey such as wild boar or spotted deer. With each step, the tiger remains utterly silent, its massive paws designed to absorb sound, ensuring that not even the slightest crunch of leaves betrays its presence. This ability to remain unseen is not limited to the dense forests of Asia. In the grasslands of central India, where golden reeds sway in the wind, tigers utilize their stripes to disappear into the sea of vegetation. Unlike the structured shadows of the jungle, the grasslands offer a dynamic backdrop, one that changes with the shifting breeze. However, the tiger's stripes, with their contrasting hues, create a visual disruption that confuses the keen eyes of its prey. A cheetal deer grazing peacefully in the field may sense movement, yet struggle to pinpoint the exact location of the lurking predator. The tiger waits patiently, its breath shallow, muscles coiled in anticipation. Then, in a single explosive burst, it strikes, closing the distance in a flash of power and precision. Even in open terrain, where cover is scarce, tigers demonstrate astonishing skill in remaining undetected. In the dry scrublands of western India, where sparse vegetation offers little concealment, tigers rely on their ability to move with minimal disturbance. They utilize the contours of the land, hugging the edges of ridges or slipping through shallow ravines to mask their approach. The contrast between their dark stripes and golden fur creates an optical illusion, breaking up their silhouette against the uneven terrain. A resting tiger lying low in the grass may appear as nothing more than a patch of shade, its form blending seamlessly with the landscape until it suddenly rises, startling nearby prey. The tiger's mastery of camouflage extends beyond daytime hunts. Under the cover of darkness, when visibility is reduced and senses sharpen, the striped coat becomes an even greater asset. Moonlight filters through the trees, casting long shadows that stretch across the forest floor. In these conditions, the tiger's stripes blur its outline, making it nearly impossible to distinguish from the surrounding foliage. A nocturnal hunt begins with the predator moving like a shadow, guided by acute hearing and an exceptional sense of smell. It listens intently for the soft footfalls of a somber deer or the distant call of a peafowl signaling alarm. Every movement is calculated, every breath controlled. When the time comes, the tiger strikes with deadly accuracy, its presence revealed only in the final, fatal moments. Perhaps the most impressive demonstration of a tiger's camouflaging abilities occurs during territorial disputes. Male tigers fiercely defend their domains, often engaging in violent confrontations with rivals. In these encounters, the ability to remain unseen provides a crucial tactical advantage. A dominant male patrolling his territory may unknowingly cross paths with an intruder. If detected early, the intruder may choose to retreat, avoiding a costly battle. However, if the dominant tiger fails to spot the challenger in time, the intruder can use the element of surprise to launch a preemptive attack. In such cases, the tiger with superior camouflage gains the upper hand, dictating the outcome of the confrontation before the opposing male even realizes the threat. These real-life examples illustrate how tigers harness their striped coats to become masters of invisibility. Whether navigating dense forests, traversing open grasslands, or prowling under the cover of night, their ability to blend into their surroundings is nothing short of extraordinary. This natural gift not only aids in hunting, but also plays a vital role in survival, ensuring that tigers remain elusive and formidable in the wild. The science behind the stripes. Understanding the mechanics of tiger camouflage. The seemingly simple yet profoundly effective camouflage of tigers is rooted in complex biological mechanisms that intertwine genetics, optics, and evolutionary biology. At the heart of this phenomenon lies the tiger's striped coat, a product of precise genetic programming that dictates the formation of its distinctive patterns. Each stripe is a result of specialized pigment-producing cells called melanocytes, which are responsible for generating the dark pigmentation in the fur. During embryonic development, these cells migrate across the skin and differentiate into either eumelanin, responsible for black pigmentation, or pheomelanin, responsible for yellow or red tones. The intricate interplay of these pigments creates the characteristic black and orange stripes that define the tiger's appearance. From an optical perspective, the arrangement of these stripes plays a pivotal role in how light interacts with the tiger's coat. The alternating dark and light bands serve to disrupt the animal's outline, creating a visual confusion for potential prey. This phenomenon, known as disruptive coloration, works by breaking up the continuous shape of the tiger, making it challenging for predators or prey to perceive its actual size and form. When light filters through the dense vegetation of the tiger's habitat, it casts shadows and highlights that interact with the stripes, enhancing the illusion of depth and complexity. This effect is particularly effective in environments where vertical elements, like trees and tall grasses, are abundant, as the stripes mimic the natural patterns found in the surroundings. Furthermore, the science of vision itself contributes to the effectiveness of tiger camouflage. Many prey animals, such as deer and wild boar, possess monocular vision, meaning they have a wide field of view but limited depth perception. This visual limitation makes it difficult for them to discern movement and judge distances accurately. When a tiger approaches, the combination of its striped coat and slow, deliberate movements can render it nearly invisible until it is within striking distance. This aspect of visual perception is crucial for the tiger's hunting strategy, allowing it to exploit the vulnerabilities of its prey while remaining undetected. Recent studies in evolutionary biology have shed light on how these camouflage traits have evolved over time. Researchers have identified specific genes associated with coat coloration and patterning in tigers, suggesting that natural selection has favored those individuals whose stripes best match their environments. For instance, tigers inhabiting denser forests tend to exhibit darker, more pronounced stripes, while those in more open landscapes may showcase lighter, broader stripes. This variation illustrates the adaptive nature of camouflage, as tigers evolve to optimize their appearance based on the specific challenges posed by their habitats. Additionally, the concept of motion dazzle adds another layer to the understanding of tiger camouflage. This theory posits that high-contrast patterns can confuse predators or prey by distorting perceptions of speed and direction. While this effect has been studied in various species, including fish and birds, it is particularly relevant to tigers. When a tiger moves through its environment, the rapid flickering of its stripes can create an optical illusion that disorients observers, making it difficult for them to track the tiger's movements accurately. This phenomenon enhances the tiger's ability to approach its prey stealthily, increasing the likelihood of a successful hunt. Moreover, the interaction between a tiger's stripes and its behavior further reinforces its camouflage. Tigers are known for their patience and stealth, often relying on ambush tactics rather than chasing down prey. By remaining still and allowing their stripes to blend with the surrounding environment, tigers can wait for the perfect moment to strike. This behavioral adaptation complements their physical characteristics, creating a synergy that maximizes their chances of success in the wild. The scientific community continues to explore the nuances of tiger camouflage, employing advanced imaging techniques and behavioral studies to uncover the intricacies of this natural phenomenon. By analyzing how different lighting conditions affect the visibility of tigers in various habitats, researchers aim to gain deeper insights into the mechanics of their camouflage. Such studies not only enhance our understanding of tiger ecology, but also inform conservation efforts aimed at protecting these magnificent creatures and their habitats. In conclusion, the science behind tiger camouflage is a fascinating interplay of genetics, optics, and evolutionary biology. From the formation of stripes during development to the optical illusions created by their arrangement, tigers exemplify nature's ingenuity in crafting adaptations for survival. This intricate system not only enables tigers to thrive in diverse environments, but also highlights the remarkable ways in which evolution shapes the world around us. Beyond hunting, the protective role of a tiger's camouflage. While the tiger's striped coat is widely recognized for its role in hunting, its value extends far beyond the pursuit of prey. In the wild, survival is not solely determined by an individual's ability to catch food. It also depends on evading danger, defending offspring, and maintaining dominance over territory. The tiger's natural camouflage proves invaluable in all these aspects, serving as a crucial defense mechanism that enhances its chances of thriving in a competitive and often perilous environment. One of the most significant defensive advantages of a tiger's stripes is its ability to protect vulnerable cubs. Newborn tiger cubs are small, weak, and entirely dependent on their mother for survival. During the first few months of life, they lack the strength and agility to outrun predators such as leopards, dholes, or even rival male tigers seeking to eliminate competition. To counter this vulnerability, mother tigers rely heavily on their ability to remain unseen while raising their young. The striped coat acts as a natural veil, allowing the mother to hide her cubs within dense vegetation or rocky outcrops where potential threats might otherwise locate them. By staying concealed, she minimizes the risk of attracting unwanted attention, ensuring that her offspring have a greater chance of reaching maturity. Beyond safeguarding cubs, a tiger's camouflage also plays a critical role in avoiding conflicts with rival males. Male tigers are highly territorial, and disputes over dominance often lead to intense, sometimes fatal, confrontations. While physical prowess determines the outcome of many battles, the ability to remain undetected can prevent unnecessary fights altogether. A dominant male patrolling his territory may unknowingly come into proximity with an intruder. If the intruder detects the resident tiger first, he may choose to retreat before being noticed, thereby avoiding a potentially deadly encounter. Similarly, a weaker or younger male seeking to establish his own territory can use his stripes to evade detection, slipping past stronger rivals without triggering aggression. In this way, camouflage functions as a diplomatic shield, allowing tigers to navigate complex social dynamics while minimizing the risks associated with territorial disputes. Another compelling example of camouflage as a defense mechanism emerges in situations where tigers must evade human threats. Although humans are not traditional predators of tigers, poaching and habitat encroachment pose severe dangers to the species. In regions where tigers share space with human settlements, the ability to remain unseen becomes a matter of life and death. A tiger caught in the open is far more likely to be targeted by poachers or culled due to perceived threats to livestock or human safety. However, those that successfully utilize their striped coats to stay hidden stand a greater chance of avoiding detection. Conservationists have documented cases where tigers have moved undetected through villages, agricultural lands, and even urban fringes, thanks to their ability to blend into the shadows and foliage. This skill not only protects individual tigers, but also contributes to the overall survival of the species in increasingly fragmented landscapes. Moreover, camouflage plays a role in the tiger's ability to escape from larger predators or dangerous competitors. While adult tigers sit at the top of the food chain, they are not entirely free from threats. In rare instances, large packs of wild dogs or hyenas may attempt to scavenge on weakened or injured tigers. Additionally, in areas where tigers and leopards coexist, competition for resources can escalate into direct confrontations. In such scenarios, the tiger's stripes provide an opportunity to slip away unnoticed, reducing the likelihood of prolonged conflict. By leveraging their natural invisibility, tigers can avoid unnecessary altercations, conserving energy and reducing the risk of injury. The protective benefits of a tiger's camouflage also extend to its ability to recover from injuries or illness. Injuries sustained during hunts or territorial disputes can leave a tiger temporarily weakened, making it more susceptible to predation or displacement. During these periods of vulnerability, the ability to remain hidden becomes paramount. A wounded tiger can retreat into dense cover, relying on its striped coat to obscure its presence from opportunistic predators or rival males eager to claim its territory. This capacity to disappear into the landscape allows injured individuals to recuperate safely, increasing their chances of survival and eventual return to full strength. Ultimately, the tiger's stripes serve as more than just a hunting tool. They are a lifeline in the unpredictable and often brutal world of the wild. From shielding cubs to avoiding territorial clashes, evading human threats, and escaping potential predators, camouflage plays a multifaceted role in ensuring the tiger's continued existence. In a landscape where survival hinges on both strength and subtlety, the tiger's ability to remain unseen is as crucial as its powerful claws and formidable roar. The evolutionary puzzle: why tigers developed stripes? The question of why tigers evolved stripes while other big cats developed different coat patterns has long fascinated biologists and ecologists. Unlike leopards and jaguars, which boast rosette-shaped spots, or cheetahs, which bear solid-colored coats with small black markings, tigers stand out with their bold black and orange stripes. This divergence in camouflage strategies raises intriguing questions about the evolutionary pressures that shaped each species' appearance. Scientists believe that the answer lies in the unique ecological niches occupied by tigers and the specific challenges they faced throughout their evolutionary history. One prevailing theory suggests that the tiger's striped coat evolved as an adaptation to its preferred habitat, dense forests and tall grasslands where vertical structures dominate the landscape. In these environments, shadows cast by trees and reeds create elongated patterns that mimic the tiger's stripes. This alignment allows the tiger to blend seamlessly into its surroundings, breaking up its outline and making it difficult for prey to detect. In contrast, spotted patterns, such as those seen in leopards, are more effective in broken or dappled light environments, such as woodlands or rocky terrain, where scattered patches of light and shadow prevail. This distinction highlights how different big cat species have fine-tuned their camouflage to suit their respective habitats, ensuring maximum concealment. Further supporting this hypothesis, studies comparing the coat patterns of various felid species reveal a strong correlation between stripe density and habitat type. Tigers that inhabit dense jungles, such as the Sumatran tiger, tend to have narrower, more numerous stripes compared to their counterparts in more open landscapes, like the Siberian tiger, which exhibits broader, sparser markings. This variation suggests that natural selection has fine-tuned stripe patterns to match the specific light and shadow conditions of different environments. The more cluttered the background, the more intricate the stripe pattern needs to be to maintain effective concealment. Another factor influencing the evolution of tiger stripes is their hunting strategy. Unlike lions, which rely on cooperative group tactics to chase down prey across open plains, tigers are solitary ambush predators. Their success hinges on remaining undetected until the last possible moment, at which point they launch a swift, decisive attack. Striped coats provide an additional advantage in this context by disrupting motion perception. Research indicates that high-contrast patterns, such as stripes, can create optical illusions that make it difficult for prey to judge speed and direction accurately. This effect, known as the motion dazzle hypothesis, suggests that tigers may not only use their stripes for static camouflage, but also to confuse prey during movement, further enhancing their ability to strike unexpectedly. Interestingly, despite the clear advantages of striped camouflage, some researchers have proposed alternative explanations for the tiger's distinctive appearance. One such theory suggests that stripes may serve a thermoregulatory function, helping tigers regulate body temperature by dissipating heat more efficiently. However, this hypothesis remains speculative, as no conclusive evidence has demonstrated that striped coats offer significant thermal benefits compared to other coat patterns. Most experts agree that camouflage remains the primary driver behind the evolution of tiger stripes. By examining the evolutionary journey of tigers alongside their feline relatives, scientists continue to uncover valuable insights into the forces that shaped their appearance. Whether through habitat-specific adaptations, hunting strategies, or optical deception, the tiger's stripes represent a remarkable example of nature's ability to refine survival mechanisms over millennia. The cultural and symbolic significance of the tiger's stripes. Beyond their biological and ecological importance, the tiger's stripes hold profound cultural and symbolic significance across various societies, especially in Asian cultures where the tiger occupies a revered position in mythology, folklore, and spiritual beliefs. The striking black and orange pattern of the tiger's coat has captivated human imagination for centuries, inspiring legends, artistic representations, and even philosophical interpretations. In many traditions, the tiger is not merely a formidable predator, but a symbol of strength, courage, and divine protection, qualities often attributed to the enigmatic power of its striped form. In Chinese culture, the tiger is one of the 12 zodiac animals, representing bravery, authority, and unpredictability. The tiger's stripes are frequently depicted in traditional artwork, martial arts symbolism, and even architecture, where they are believed to ward off evil spirits and bring good fortune. Ancient Chinese warriors wore tiger pelts or painted tiger motifs onto their armor, believing that the stripes imbued them with the animal's ferocity and stealth. Similarly, Taoist and Buddhist traditions associate the tiger with spiritual guardianship, often portraying it as a celestial protector of sacred spaces. The interplay of black and orange in the tiger's coat is interpreted as a representation of yin and yang, the balance of opposing forces in the universe. The dark stripes symbolize mystery, resilience, and hidden power, while the vibrant orange embodies vitality, warmth, and transformation. This dualistic imagery reinforces the tiger's role as a creature that exists between the visible and the unseen, embodying both the tangible and the mystical. In Indian mythology, the tiger holds a similarly esteemed place, particularly in Hinduism, where it is associated with deities such as Durga and Shiva. Goddess Durga, a fierce warrior goddess, is often depicted riding a tiger, signifying her dominion over nature's untamed forces. The tiger's stripes, in this context, symbolize the goddess's ability to remain unseen until the moment of divine intervention, striking with precision and justice. Lord Shiva, who is frequently shown draped in a tiger skin, represents transcendence over fear and ego, with the stripes serving as a reminder of the thin boundary between destruction and creation. In Indian folk tales, tigers are often portrayed as cunning and intelligent beings, their stripes acting as a metaphor for wisdom and adaptability. Stories of clever tigers outwitting hunters or rival beasts emphasize the idea that true power lies not in brute force, but in the ability to remain unseen and strike at the opportune moment. Southeast Asian cultures also incorporate the tiger's stripes into their mythological narratives, often depicting the animal as a guardian of the jungle and a bridge between the human and spirit worlds. In Thai and Burmese folklore, tigers are believed to possess supernatural abilities, with their striped coats serving as a mark of their connection to ancestral spirits. Shamans and mystics in these traditions sometimes don tiger pelts or paint their bodies with stripe-like markings to invoke the animal's strength and invisibility in rituals. The belief that tigers can walk between realms, seen and unseen, has led to the notion that their stripes are not merely physical features, but symbols of a deeper, hidden reality. Beyond mythology, the tiger's stripes have also influenced literature, cinema, and modern symbolism. In literature, the striped coat often represents duality, the balance between light and darkness, order and chaos. Classic stories such as The Jungle Book portray the tiger as both a fearsome predator and a noble, almost tragic figure, highlighting the complexity of its nature. In modern cinema, filmmakers frequently use the tiger's stripes as a visual motif to signify stealth, mystery, and the allure of the unknown. Whether in ancient myths or contemporary storytelling, the tiger's stripes continue to evoke a sense of awe and reverence, cementing their place as one of the most iconic symbols in human culture. The threats to tiger populations and the impact on camouflage adaptation. Despite their remarkable ability to blend into their surroundings, tigers today face unprecedented threats that jeopardize not only their survival, but also the very camouflage adaptations that have ensured their dominance in the wild. Habitat loss, poaching, and climate change have placed immense pressure on tiger populations, leading to drastic declines in numbers across their historical range. According to the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, fewer than 4,000 tigers remain in the wild, a stark contrast to the estimated 100,000 that roamed the planet a century ago. As their natural habitats shrink and fragment, tigers are forced into increasingly smaller and isolated territories, limiting their access to prey and exposing them to greater human interference. This disruption not only threatens their existence, but also undermines the evolutionary advantages that their striped camouflage once provided. One of the most pressing issues affecting tigers is deforestation, driven by expanding agriculture, logging, and infrastructure development. Vast swathes of dense forests, where tigers historically thrived under the cover of shadows and foliage, have been cleared to make way for plantations, roads, and human settlements. In places like Southeast Asia and the Indian subcontinent, once pristine tiger habitats have been replaced by monoculture crops and degraded landscapes, leaving these apex predators with fewer places to hide. Without the dense vegetation that their striped coats were specifically adapted to blend into, tigers find themselves more exposed than ever before. This increased visibility makes them more vulnerable to poachers, who now have easier access to previously remote areas. Moreover, as tigers venture closer to human-dominated zones in search of food, the likelihood of human-wildlife conflict rises, often resulting in retaliatory killings. Poaching remains one of the gravest threats to tiger populations, fueled by illegal wildlife trade and demand for tiger parts in traditional medicine and luxury goods. Despite international bans on tiger trade, black market demand persists, driving organized criminal networks to hunt these animals relentlessly. The very stripes that once protected tigers from detection have become a double-edged sword. While they aid in concealment, they also make tigers highly desirable trophies. Poachers target tigers for their skins, bones, and other body parts, selling them in clandestine markets across Asia. The loss of even a single tiger can have devastating consequences for local populations, especially in areas where breeding numbers are already critically low. With fewer tigers left to pass on their genes, the genetic diversity necessary for maintaining effective camouflage adaptations diminishes, weakening the species' ability to survive in changing environments. Climate change further exacerbates the challenges faced by tigers, altering the landscapes they depend on for survival. Rising temperatures, shifting rainfall patterns, and extreme weather events are reshaping ecosystems at an alarming rate. In the Sundarbans, a critical habitat for Royal Bengal tigers, rising sea levels threaten to submerge vast mangrove forests, forcing tigers into increasingly confined spaces. As salinity levels rise and freshwater sources dwindle, prey species are declining, pushing tigers to seek sustenance elsewhere. This environmental upheaval not only affects the availability of food but also alters the visual cues that tigers rely on for effective camouflage. Changes in vegetation density and coloration could render their stripes less effective in blending into their surroundings, making them more conspicuous to both prey and poachers. The interconnectedness of these threats means that the loss of tigers would not only be an ecological tragedy, but also a failure to preserve one of nature's most extraordinary examples of adaptive evolution. The disappearance of tigers would signal the collapse of entire ecosystems, as apex predators play a crucial role in maintaining biodiversity. Without tigers to regulate prey populations, herbivores such as deer and wild boar can overgraze, leading to habitat degradation and further ecological imbalance. The ripple effects of tiger extinction would be felt far beyond their immediate environment, impacting countless other species that depend on the delicate equilibrium maintained by these majestic predators. Conservationists and researchers are working tirelessly to combat these threats, implementing anti-poaching measures, restoring habitats, and promoting sustainable land use practices. Protected areas and wildlife corridors are being established to connect fragmented tiger populations, allowing for genetic exchange and ensuring the long-term viability of the species. Advances in technology, such as camera traps and satellite tracking, are helping conservationists monitor tiger movements and identify key areas for protection. Additionally, global initiatives like TX2, a commitment to double wild tiger numbers by 2022, have brought renewed attention to the plight of tigers. However, despite these efforts, the road to recovery remains steep, requiring coordinated action, political will, and public support to ensure that tigers, and their legendary stripes, continue to thrive in the wild. Preserving the legacy of the tiger's stripes. The tiger's stripes are more than just a striking visual feature. They are a testament to the power of evolution, a symbol of nature's ingenuity, and a crucial adaptation that has enabled these magnificent creatures to thrive for millennia. From their role in hunting and self-defense to their deep-rooted significance in human culture, the stripes of the tiger represent an irreplaceable part of our natural heritage. However, as the threats facing tiger populations intensify, the very existence of these striped wonders hangs in the balance. Habitat destruction, poaching, and climate change continue to erode the foundations of their survival, placing immense pressure on conservationists, governments, and individuals alike to take meaningful action. Preserving tiger populations is not merely an effort to protect a single species. It is an endeavor to safeguard the integrity of entire ecosystems. As apex predators, tigers play a vital role in maintaining ecological balance, regulating prey populations, and ensuring the health of the forests and grasslands they inhabit. Their disappearance would trigger cascading effects, destabilizing the intricate web of life that depends on their presence. Furthermore, the loss of tigers would mean the irreversible disappearance of one of nature's most remarkable examples of adaptive camouflage, a living masterpiece sculpted by millions of years of evolution. To ensure the survival of tigers and their iconic stripes, a multifaceted approach is required. Strengthening anti-poaching measures, enforcing stricter wildlife trade regulations, and expanding protected areas are essential steps in mitigating the immediate threats to tiger populations. Equally important is the restoration of degraded habitats and the establishment of wildlife corridors that allow tigers to move freely between fragmented landscapes. Public awareness campaigns can also play a crucial role in fostering a deeper appreciation for tigers, encouraging communities to participate in conservation efforts and reject the consumption of products linked to illegal wildlife trade. Individuals can contribute to tiger conservation in numerous ways, from supporting reputable conservation organizations to advocating for stronger environmental policies. Reducing the demand for products derived from poached wildlife, promoting sustainable tourism, and spreading awareness about the plight of tigers are all actions that collectively make a difference. Every effort, no matter how small, helps in preserving the legacy of the tiger's stripes, those mesmerizing patterns that have captivated humanity for centuries. The fate of tigers rests in our hands. By recognizing their intrinsic value and taking decisive action, we can ensure that future generations will continue to witness the breathtaking sight of a tiger moving like a shadow through the forest, its stripes blending seamlessly with the landscape. The survival of these majestic creatures is not just a matter of conservation. It is a responsibility we all share, a promise to protect one of nature's most extraordinary creations before it vanishes forever.